Hello everyone, it's Peter here, Piotr Fissner. Guys, so today we've got Xbox Series X with which fell down and cable has banned. Removed the pins when I've opened it and I've checked the pins, 19 pins at the back of the port. The pins were loose and I couldn't bet that it's intact inside, so I said to the customer, because customer was here, that's why I didn't start the recording when customer was here, to let's say take and like it's up to the customer, but if I would be myself, I would just replace that port, yes, because I don't know what have happened inside this port. I can only check the outside. So if customer wants that, just few quid difference, and well, not few quid, but it's not a lot of difference, so we can then take this out and just replace it. Yes, so I took it out. I took my bunch of ports and we can look for Series X if we can find it. Here should be, we should. And I component Xbox One. Oh, that's looking like a bit like that. Nope, that's a different one. I'll pause and when I'll find it, I'll record back. Okay, so I got port. Yes, I've ordered already from my supplier one piece as well, because I don't like to be, that's the last one, so I don't want to be out of stock, because if I'm out of stock, you see what could have happened. Now I would wait, and it's Her Majesty off time at many companies, so who would send me that? Okay, so guys, we've got this port out. Customer decided that customer wants a new port. We've got the new port. Let's switch to the position here. I had to apply some solder just to spread the heat better. Yes, and I did that, and then this port has loosened up, because these ports, if you don't know, they are taking a lot of heat. So now what we're gonna do is I'll pause, I'll get a wick, I'll get a soldering iron here. Okay, let's switch it on, and I'll be back. If you can, please do like, that really helps to this channel. If you haven't subscribed and you see a value in it as well, thank you very much in advance. Okay, turn it around because I will have easier access with this. Now let's apply more of this flux. Okay, on those as well. I do believe that we will need to use hot air to help with wicking, but we will see. If somebody don't know why it's a wick, it's the same like in the candle. Yes, it's just absorbing the stuff. That's where the name came from. Yes, I didn't know that to be true. I'm Polish, so for me stuff from English language can be new, but I'm quite happy that I've learned it, and I've learned it on Robert Murray's YouTube channel, because I'm a subscriber over there, and I've learned it from his YouTube channel, and that wasn't a long time ago even. Okay, so let's try, as I've shown in other episodes, you shouldn't drag and drop left right, because you can damage easily. So it did take some and what I have in stock now are it's a film for my forward screen protector machine that are able to harden like 5H Gorilla Glass. So I will be testing it on my phone because I need to test on something and my screen protector is really bad. Okay, you see, so without hot air this can be really problem. And that's a 60 watt soldering iron. I already see that it's won't do it. Pretty much won't do it. Won't wick because I don't see a wicking progress here. See, and I've soldered it. Just literally have soldered it. So anyways, let's cut it off and let's move on. I'll take as much as I can and then we can get to the second side, do the same thing. Is it wicking or not wicking? It's wicking, but just a bit, it's not a lot of wicking. Okay, so no happy days. Without hot air will be too challenging to do it. I don't believe that I can do it without. See, I can solder it. That's all I can do. No, me don't like it. Let's get it on this side because it's quite a bit of blobs here. Okay, let's get these blobs first and then let's get hot air. Oh, now it's wicking. Cool, now I'm happy with it. That's wicked. Let's cut it off. Let's move on. Good. Okay, so that top part is done. Now here. Oh, now it's starting to wick. Just curious how much it will wick. Told you. I'll add more flux, but I don't believe it's cut off. Serial life, not some cutted scenes like at other YouTube channels. And then you think, oh, I can do it in 5 minutes. But no, you can't do it in 5 minutes, believe me. This is a thick board, requires a lot of heat. That's why either you use hot air or you, like me, you have to use hot air, you see? And then we can use simultaneously as well let's put some solder actually back on it. Okay, now look, I've got it super hot. So now, yes, now it shouldn't be a problem to wick it off. But guess what will wick? Will wick only the outer layer, and the bottom layer will be left. You see? So this is still a problem. Now we can still heat it up. Okay, I don't have a lot of solder on this. So we can still heat it up, heat it up, heat it up. Okay, now again place the wick. Again, try to absorb as much as we can. And guess what will absorb? Only the outer layer. Without hot air, this job is either done better with different type of wick, you see? And what would happen if I would place my pointy thingy? Nothing, it doesn't wanna. So you see, I'll use hot air because at least I know I can use it, and it's helping. Without hot air, too hard. I call it an exercise. Because you can't come and do this job, you know, like quickly, straight away. You need to exercise a bit over it. So I've got my iron still on. Ouch. Now I need a wick. because now the surface is hot. So it's more probable that I can wick it off. Okay. Oh, I can't control. Oh, okay, I know I can't control because everything is off. Okay, so let's cut it off. Let's... Oh, there is a hole. Okay, so all of the solder on this side has went out. Here didn't. So now left only the old solder. Again, that's left only the old solder. Now on this side, yes, we need to work it off. Oh, that's not a lot. And this bit here. This is what I've done. Okay, I need to cut it off and get more. Made a blob here. Okay, now we can put on the other side. I'll make it loud for now. I'm thinking I'll get only this side here for now, these two, and when I will clean it first, because it's really bad, like dark. And it would start to burn. Okay, I know because I've been there and I've done that. So I don't want it to burn, because then it's making you more trouble than it's worth. So brush, brush, brush. Okay, now it's acceptable. We don't have a lot of dodgy stuff on it. Here only it's a bit. Take it off. I can put new flags. And put new flags on these two. I can put some solder onto it. I think I'm running low in my tub, tube, or whatever you can call it. Okay, don't see. I can see if I can wick it off. If I can't, I will use hot air. It's doing something, that's for sure. Nope. Come on, that's just an HDMI port, not... not some madness. No absorption. Okay. Okay, so as you see, it doesn't want to go, yes, without heating up. And the last time when it was doing that, I was using hot air. So, yay. Need to add more solder, add more flags. It literally shouldn't make us so much trouble. Last attempt without hot air. Because I'm wasting too much time on it. Look guys, it's 24 minutes. You see. So I've wasted only time. Don't know if I have something small here so it could fit to that hole. doesn't want to wick. You see the copper it's not changing the color too much. It should change to the solder color. It did glue, but it didn't. So so we have it. I think we have it. I'll check it. Where is isopropyl? Okay, I need to do it here on this side. I need to clean it on this side, because now, even though I've done one, I count do it on the second side. Okay. Yeah, we've got through hole. Then if I will apply heat, then that will go through with a port, so that's fine. If we wouldn't have through hole, then yeah, here, that's a through hole. Not really something that I'm happy about, but it's something that it will do me a job. So yeah, just that solder is, you know, like taking more heat, and that's why I've got such a big trouble. And I don't know if this wick or because of my solder iron or something. I would like to use only this to do this job, and if somebody knows, you know, what I can do to use only this rather than using hot air as well, please comment down below. Because with other Xboxes I could do with only you know, with only iron. Okay, so here have no problems. Okay. Putting ton of heat on it and still having small results. You see, and it doesn't change the color. So it's not wicking. Because before I didn't have such issues. I don't know if it's soldering iron or what it is, or it's me. I know that it's heating to the roof because it changed the color, like it's overheated. I know it's heating properly, yes. Okay, so it's going back to square one, where I'm haven't taken the unleaded free, no, let it free out, and the rest it's just stayed there. I overheated already my tip, that's the problem. So yay, happy days. Maybe it's just not working the way it was working. I don't know. I'll apply again. And I'll try to heat it up again. And probably the solder will go out on the second side. And let's check on the other side. Yay, of course. I was right. I'm telling you, there is some issue which I don't understand in it, and I think just I need to learn it better, because I know the whole procedure. Yes, I know the whole procedure, but I don't understand why I can't just use my soldering iron. And it cleaned the hole, but it didn't absorb the stuff underneath. Something is not getting the heat properly. As it used to do. I think I'll clean it, I'll press the port, and I'll just, because that's a bit, I'm spending too much time on one port. I already spent 34 minutes. Look, you see, when I'm doing with hot air, it works. It just works. So, in my opinion, my iron lost the power. That's how I see it. I might be wrong, guys, but that's how I see it. Why with hot air it works? No problem. Why without the hot air it doesn't want to work? In my opinion, my iron don't work as well as it did in the past. I need to be careful with hot air, because if I'm not careful, then guess what's happening? There are components, and these components can fly away. So I count. No. Start to burn my floor. Okay, you see, and why now? Yes, why now with this it works? Okay, I said I can leave this one, but because we've got so much heat transfer right now because of the hot air, why not do it right? But guys, literally, I think, you know, well, I will have this T12 right now, which I will be building. Oh, now it's absorbing. I can see that this wick is wicking. Okay, let's take it off. It did wick because I can see the content on the let's add a bit of this. Let's apply this heat with this heat. Ah, guys, I know why it didn't want to do it. It's my fault. My hot air, it doesn't have this red ring that it's okay. So let's call it a day. I can clean it off. Okay, I can clean it off. I'll try to poke it because it should be able to break. Yes. Okay, so it will be fine. It will be fine. It's manageable. So we've got 4 holes cleaned. I'll put some isopropyl on it. I'll clean it up. And I need to speak with my, you know, friends who are soldering on a daily basis as I do. If they had such a situation that their equipment stopped working the way it was always working, and is it the time to replace it, or there is a way to fix it? I've got no idea. But it is annoying because you see, if I'm applying this extra heat from the soldering, from the hot air, I can literally do it. If I don't, I can't. Burned. Because I had the same problem with my SMD desoldering station with this hot air. That's why I've stopped using the iron from it, because I've seen that, you know, there is a literally less heat going out, and I've decided to buy this cheap version and use this cheap version instead, and it was fine, you know, everything was fine. I think I have it since about, I don't know, over half a year now. And just at last few jobs this is playing like that I need to use hot air to supplement the heat. But as we see, we've got it sorted on this side. Now this side needs some cleaning as well, as the second side does, so we can skip it if you wanna, because don't think there is a value for you to watch how I'm cleaning this. Unless we will have some trace damage, then I can fix it later, but fingers crossed, no further issues. Okay, let's observe, clean. Oh, I don't like it here. Take a bit of a time. And you see, I won't charge customer more, but I did spend more time, yes? So if you would have 5 customers like that per day and doing soldering where you need to use hot air with it, well, that wouldn't be nice, wouldn't? Okay, that will do. That will do. Okay, so let's apply. We don't need hot air. And put it aside. Ooh, I'll fix the light. Hold on a sec. Okay. So now the plan is to apply a bit of solder on those pads. Okay, a bit of solder. Let's get some flux and let's get some solder. I overheated it quite. You won't see it, but I overheated it today just because I was using hot air on it, yeah. Okay, it's clean. Now I should change the tip. If you put a bit too little, that will be a problem. Yeah, I've got on my tip and it doesn't want to go off. That means that's a good amount. No, that's a bit too much. Okay, let's don't do what I've done. That's okay. Can take off the rest. Now we can switch it off because I need to go to the toilet, so I'll be back. But what we can do is we've got a glare. Okay, get a glare. So let's use this. Let's switch off this. Okay, so that's a side light. That's why it doesn't have the glare. And if I would use the straight light, that would have a glare. Yes, because the angle, what's happening is the angle of the scope, microscope, yes, now it's straight. And the light, the ring light, is straight as well. So the ray, it's going straight to the camera. Whereas if it's a light at the side, the light is going from different direction and going off, like on the mirror in a different angle. So you can still see it, yes, and you don't have a glare. That's as simple as that, I'd say. Okay, happy days. So we can put the port. Where is our new port? Here. Again, see, Series X, new one ordered. And that's the last one. That's not nice. I don't like to use last things. But it's my fault, I could order more. Okay. Let's first see, because we don't want to. Yes, okay, so all the pins are okay. Don't see any issues. Oh, here we can put the main light. Brand new. Okay. So solder on it. Web dev team is working. Look what I've done. I haven't noticed that. Is it serious or is it? No, okay. Phew. So that's fine. It's just a tiny surface here. That's okay. But that shouldn't be here. Oh, that should be here. That's fine. Now we're back home. Okay, so let's see this. That's what I was talking about this port, that on one side, yes, it won't fit because we've got a issue. That's what I was saying, that if I can poke it, touching surface, which I shouldn't. I think I'll have to use the. Oh, that's a bit of a pickle, wouldn't you say? If your light is fallen. Okay. It's better. It's significantly better. Okay, let's try it on. Okay, I think we've got it. Guys, so I can go lower. Okay, let's do like this. Let's remove the glare. Okay, maybe closer this spotlight. And so we need to change the tip to the microscopic one, but I'll be right back because I need to be gone for a few minutes. Okay guys, so I'm back. I moved myself. I moved myself to the bottom and I've aligned the screen. why I'm taking soldering iron if I haven't applied flux. Okay. Now what you can, nobody will tell you that, okay, probably, because you need to watch and understand how things are built. But observe yourself. I'll teach you something extra for this 1 hour video, yes? So look, you see those lines here? These are thin ones, yes? Okay, but look what's happening when we go to this side. You see you've got a bigger lines. And now read about the HDMI port and you'll learn that thinner lines will be the data lines on every board. If it's professionally made and guy know what designed, how to design it, the data lines don't need so much. And why they've got such space in between these one couple is just that it's an interference in between these lines to avoid it, you know, to minimize it to the maximum, yes? So it's the most optimal way. This guy or gal, whoever designed it, you know, they knew that these thin lines, they can interfere in between each other. Maybe they can compare the signal or something, or it doesn't interfere. Whereas the other couple of another two has to have at least that space to be above the minimum, okay? So, see, that's a lot of glare. That's okay. So because I have it, oh, see, depend how you will do it. And that when I had it far away, it wasn't glare at all, okay? Because it's a different angle. But anyways, let's do it. It's fine. So yeah, now you know something extra. Data lines are thinner, power rail, which comes, it's thicker. Okay, let's check it out. If that's okay, we can move on. That's now not okay, we need to, that's not okay, completely not okay. We know that we've placed enough solder, so why these don't wanna hold? Why? Don't want to do again drag solder now. Don't run away. See, I will have to. Either this doesn't hold because this is tilt and this is higher. Let's check on this side. I was too gentle with it. Okay, let's use more solder then. No problem. Well, I wanted to not overflood with a solder, but get wrong tip for that particular job. Because this tip will be taking it to the back. See? Exactly. That's what I knew it will be. It will be taken to the back. Big blob of solder we need. Now we need flux. No flux means no fun. Can swim in it. Why you don't wanna? The rest have cooperated and this one couple didn't. Okay, let's get a wick. Let's wick it off. We can't leave it as is, because if I will leave it as is, you know what will happen. Oh, come on. It took, but it took not enough. That's what it is. If you got too little, got whole wick rather than cut it piece, so. Come on, we're waiting to finish this job. I really have to increase the power. I'm feeling like a rookie. I know I'm not doing it on a daily basis and I'm doing a million other jobs. I'm aware of that. But I feel like a rookie. Okay, I'll get more flux. Let it swim in flux. I'll clean the tip. I don't want to change the tip just to finish this job off. I'll increase this power to the maximum. Normally this was burning me, like literally it was just burning me. Now I don't feel this burn. Like this iron wouldn't have full power. literally it doesn't, I don't feel it hot as I used to do. That's the second time I felt it today like that. I think I have to use my second soldering iron. Because I can't absorb it. You see, it should melt. It's barely melting, barely. Oh, guys, I need to change this tip. This tip doesn't take solder properly, and it's taking me into the stress zone. You see, now I can't change this tip by hand because it's impossible. I would get burned. Do it by using pliers. Still hot. And I'm wondering if I will see any difference in between these two, because if so, that means only the tip is a problem. And not the, how you call it? Not the iron. I will see what it will do right now. Okay, it's melting. Cool. And what if I will use a wick? Yes. So you see, so it's a problem with that small tip. Somebody's knocking. Hold on a second, because somebody's knocking. Hello everyone. So yes, I've noticed my soldering iron works okay still on the bigger tips. On the small tips it doesn't get the heat well. I've swapped it and now I can poke each of them because it was easy for me to do it. I had to practice to see, you know, what I can expect from this iron from now on, because if I need to order another one I just have to do it, you know, or fix quickly that, see, so I can poke it and it's fine. So I'm happy with this board. But what I want to say is I don't like, you know, I don't like that it doesn't work well with those tiny tips, yes, those micro tips. So I will build my T12, and this and my SMD desoldering station will be as a, you know, like additional one, yes. But for now I'm happy that, you know, at least I was able to. I won't be cleaning it for now. I will be cleaning it at the end because I want to catch those feet here. Okay, so I want to catch these feet somehow. Okay, can I insert it any better? No, it's flat. So okay, so it won't be better. Only what I can do is turn on my iron, add solder to this and onto this. Let's start off these ones. Unfortunately, stuff is not working forever, and unfortunately I will have more problems in the future, but since I started to do it, you know, like a lot, before I was doing, you know, more occasionally, whereas now I've got more customers. Oh yeah, it's sticky. It shouldn't be sticky here. Oh well, let's wait and let's see. You see, so I do believe that it doesn't absorb as well this heat as it used to, because it's sticky and it shouldn't be sticky. So I will probably turn off this video and I will use hot air again to help myself, and I need to quickly build a T12 type of station, find the time to record a video how I will be doing it as well, because I hate when things are sticky as they are here. I just hate it. Okay, now it absorbed to the second side. So yeah. And I bought, if you haven't watched previous episode, then I bought, it's called Quico. That's how it's called. I'll correct these anyway, because I don't like what's happening. So I will use the hot air to help myself. Because I don't believe this right now. Okay, let's do the best light. This is looking a bit better. I shouldn't even do what I'm doing right now, but because I don't want to end up in a trouble. Okay, I'm doing it. Again here. I just don't want to end up in a trouble, so that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. And at least it's holding. At least I know it's holding. Okay. Now what I can do is I can try to assemble it and see if it works, but before I'll be doing it, I will be still going through the with the hot air here, you know, and trying to apply the heat. So I've got a lunch break right now, so I will start recording back after the lunch break, guys. Okay guys, so we've got 1 hour 10 minutes recording. I'm back. I did use hot air. I've done it out of the video because it would take so much time. Yes, so now I went across again all the pins. They are stable, they are not moving anywhere. Yes, like literally anywhere. I want to just literally now assemble it, because I've checked, port is stable, port is stiff, so happy days. I couldn't do better job right now. I will be assembling it, and when I assemble it, we will give the test and we will see how it will go. If there will be no signal, I have to disassemble everything and check, you know, what can cause the issue, yes, but for now port is new, port is stable. I don't see any issues, you know, like visible damage. So the only thing I can do, put scope aside and try to assemble this Xbox. So be right back. Okay, I've got no more solder on it because I had maybe some tiny bit, but I don't have, you know, like a lot. We can put new thermal paste as well here. Try to wipe this one off. Okay, let's get that thermal grease and fingers crossed that we don't have to open it again and do anything. A bit too much is the ideal amount because it will spread, so yay, happy days. Let's get the rest of the stuff. Okay, here these ones can be done a bit to the top so they can flatten when they are ready. That's fine. Now this one should go like this, and this should go out through over there like this way. Oh, okay, cool. That's this way, and I can start to put stuff back on. What did I forget? Here, this one I did forget. We got a bit of dust, so let's remove the dust. Oh, here it is. This. Okay, happy days. How does it look like? Yeah, actually, not bad. Good. We've got ideal amount of thermal paste. Let's do them as well like that. That's why they can press. It can press on its own. That's called viscous or something. These are okay, but we can put these blobs and get this thermal paste as well off this, because that's a dry one and we just placed a new one, so what's the point of keeping it? Oh, okay. You don't know what I'm looking for? I know I didn't spill any, like, oh gosh, okay, I need to take this. You know what I've forgotten? Clamp. The clamp. So now we need to put this one like that, and then we need to put the clamp on. Once we get a clamp, we can put the rest. Okay. So what it is, it was that I did, you know, blow, and I was making sure if there's any maybe saliva somewhere, like a single sign of a liquid, yes, because I've blown, so you know, just want to be safe, because if I would see anything I would just wipe it off or use my isopropyl and then wipe it off. I just don't want to take any chance that this won't work, because I don't want to open it and close it and open it and close it 5 times, and then fingers crossing that, you know, we got everything okay. It's my delivery from China. That's not nice. One screw for a clamp has vanished here. Guys, I need to pause the video and find that screw, because I literally can't see it. I'll be right back. It was on the floor. So okay. So yeah, you know, I don't want to go on and off, on and off, on and off. Now that's the opposite ways. So yeah, I think I need to think about my soldering equipment to either fix it or upgrade it, because if I will be suffering with each and every repair as I am, that will be awful. That will be really awful. So we will see if the new station which I bought will do the job. Okay. If does, happy days. If doesn't, we will worry. Okay, so we've got new thermal paste, we've got new HDMI port. For those who don't know, this port has extra strength here, so damage it, you know, it's a drop needed, like literally a drop. Okay, so if I would like to test it right now and avoid myself putting all the screws, yes, I would need a power supply. I don't know if fan is required, but I need a power supply. Where are you? You are here. Cool. Now the problem with this, okay, that's 12 volt needed. For those who don't know, it's 11.82 or something. It's never 12. I haven't seen a single power supply in them that would have a full 12 volt. Don't know why, but that's the way it is. Now here are buttons, and wait, where is the button? Here is the button. So this is needed so that I can switch it on. But guess what? I don't know from which side it is. Maybe it's on this small board. No, it shouldn't be. It should be on this board, I'd say. No, not on this side. Neither on this side. Now we need to connect this one first. I'll get it from this side. Okay, so boards are connected. Now what we need is okay, so these connectors has to connect somewhere on this side. Okay, cool. So if I would want to, and I just use one screw to hold it for now so that it won't go somewhere, and then I can insert it inside this box. Cool. So this is a one brick. I've never done this way, but I need to test it, so either I can remove that or I can improvise. Or like this. No, this has to be logical. So now I need here space for the fan. That's a fan space. So here need to be an optical drive. So if here is an optical drive, then the optical drive need a space. So this has to go this way, I would say. So this should go like that. That would make sense in my head. And that fits. Very good. So okay, so now what we need is, this is a USB part, so that's not needed. This is, okay, this is plugged in. So now what we need is, I need a fan. This way, this way. Cool, happy days. I don't know if this will boot up, you know. So that's what I want to check. But why this one is so stubborn? Okay, now went to the very end. Now let's get this HDMI port just here. Okay, now let's get to the, sorry guys, just I booked in so much from China and still we need more. So okay, we've got it under power. We don't have a drive, so a button is here. We've got a light, we've got a light. Happy days. Still light is on, fan is spinning. But this is not booting up. Make it bigger. Okay, so I don't believe there should be any issue with lack of the drive, the optical drive. I don't believe that's the culprit of that it's not booting up because of that. I would say that's more of a system issue. Let's switch it off. So it's going off and it went off. Very good. The fan is still spinning. Let's switch it off from here. Okay, let's get this. I don't believe that will change anything, but just, you know. I'll need to check because I don't trust my eyes. Yes, okay, so this one is properly inserted, this one is properly inserted, both are secured, so happy days. Now let's do this. Get a light. It's reading the disk. But there is no signal on the screen, guys. So in that case, yes, although it was pretty much looking as a HDMI issue, there will be something else, and I'll spend my time on it now. I'll look what else could be wrong. I'll check, you know, everything what I can, and I'll record a second episode, because if that would be, you know, just the HDMI issue, then that automatically would be solved by now. because we didn't have any issues at the end with the, how we call it, with the port. It was soldered well. It, you know, I've checked all the pins just before assembling it. We've got everything back here, yes, everything, and we don't see anything on the screen. Can move HDMI, it won't do anything. You can see the light is on still here. Okay, so in this case it's another issue. What's the another issue? I've got no idea, but I need to check it out. We've got FIFA 2022 here, so I will be checking it. I know, yes, I know that you could hear that it's switched off, and you can see that there's no light. So there can be that can be a case. I will need to check it, but that can be a case that the retimer chip has died. So I need to make sure that, you know, there is no other issue, because the Xbox seems to be working. It's just the display issue, yes, is there. So as we eliminated the HDMI port, following that line you've got filters, 4 filters on the line of HDMI, and you've got as well the hot plug on detect, hot plug detect, and you've got HDMI decoder, encoder, yes. So you've got, like in old Xboxes, TDP 158, 159. So it's like on the standby, you know, it's like on the standby. But what I could do still is, there is a few things, you know, just to make sure that the firmware is up and running. I could even take and try to connect controller with it. That's what I could do. So yeah, I will be doing several tests, and I will be recording part 2. As you see, 1.5 hours, and this is still dead. And I wanted to confirm me that there is no other issue. Yes, so I want to make sure that the whole video line is fixed before taking any action and checking anything else, because drop can damage many things, and you can only see certain things you might never see, yes, because even underneath certain chip, you know, there can be micro crack which you won't be able to see. That's why, you know, let's eliminate everything. Guys, if you find anything useful in this video, or you would like to, please like. I've took 1.5 hours of recording and plus extra time before that, so over 2 hours I've spent on it, and we see that it's not a problem resolution yet. You know, we don't know what will be. I know it doesn't go off, it just into the standby mode, because I can hear the fan and I can see the fan that it's spinning, and I took a lot of time, you know, on it, and then I'll spend more, yes. But anyways, that's everything, guys, and see you in the next video. Bye bye. If possible, let's fix them all.